My name is Mara Vale, and for most of my adult life, people thought I was ordinary. Not weak, exactly, just human enough to ignore. In a world where 5 wolf clans shaped politics, territory, and power, being ordinary was almost a blessing. No one questioned you. No one hunted you. No one tried to use you as leverage. And that was the point. Because I wasn't ordinary, not even close. I was born the rightful alpha of the Ashenfang clan, the strongest of the 5. Ashenfang, Bloodpine, Nightfall, Clearwater, and Iron Vale. We weren't the biggest, but strength was never about numbers. Ashenfang wolves were old-blooded, gifted, feared. Our wolves were larger, faster, smarter. We were the clan the others whispered about when the moon hung low and red, but no one knew who the real alpha was. Because I locked my wolf away, buried her so deep, she went silent. All for a man who had no wolf at all. Evan, the man I married, the man I trusted, the man who would become the worst decision of my life. For years, I lived quietly. We worked normal jobs, lived in a normal little townhouse on the north edge of Clearwater territory, paid normal bills. Evan liked the quiet life. He liked that people saw him as a provider. He liked that no powerful clan members sniffed around our home. I liked that I could breathe. Ashenfang didn't. My clan searched for their hidden alpha, but blood magic sealed my wolf so tightly that even the strongest trackers felt nothing but a faint whisper. A dead trail. A ghost. It should have stayed that way. It didn't. It all began the night Evan woke me up by accident, by touching me at the wrong time, in the wrong place, with exactly the wrong kind of emotion in his chest. It was anger, and it cracked the lock inside me. It was late, past midnight. Evan slammed the door so hard the frame shook. I sat up in bed, heart pounding. His scent, normally soft and warm, human, hit me sharp and metallic, tinted with frustration. "What happened?" I asked. He threw his keys onto the counter. "Your boss humiliated me." "My boss?" "Evan, I don't even know where you were tonight." "Doesn't matter." He talked down to me. He stormed toward me, running a hand through his hair. "Everyone talks down to me." My wolf stirred, one eye open, listening. I swallowed. "You're tired. Let's just—" "No." He grabbed my wrist. Hard. Harder than he ever had before. "I'm done being the weak one. I'm done being the nobody. I'm done being the guy people forget in a room. I want—" His voice cracked, filled with something dark. "I want respect." My pulse thundered. Something inside me pushed, pressed, clawed. "Mara," he said, voice trembling with desperation. "I want to be stronger, and I know you're hiding something from me." My heart stopped. "What?" I whispered. "I feel it. When I touch you, especially when you're upset." His grip tightened. "There's something under your skin." A spark shot through my chest. A crack. A tear. A rush of heat. My wolf slammed against the cage inside me. I gasped, stumbling back, but Evan grabbed my shoulders to steady me, and that was all it took. His touch, his frustration, his need for power. The seal inside me ruptured. A scream tore from my throat, not pain, but release. My knees buckled. My claws dug into the floorboards though I hadn't shifted. My vision flickered gold. "Mara!" Evan staggered back. "Oh my God, what are you?" My wolf rose, slow, stretching like she'd been hibernating for a decade. Finally, she purred inside my head. Finally, I breathe again. I forced my breathing steady, forced my eyes back to human color. "I'm a wolf," I said softly. "I was born one, stronger than most." I locked her away so you wouldn't get dragged into clan politics. Evan stared at me like he'd discovered treasure. "You're powerful," he whispered, "stronger than all of them." I nodded slowly. "I was trying to protect you." He blinked. Once, twice. And then his expression changed. Not to fear, not to awe, to hunger. For years, he breathed, you lived like some quiet little wife while hiding this? His lip curled. What else did you hide? How much stronger are you than the others? My stomach twisted. Evan, how strong? He snapped. Strong enough that every clan wanted to use me, I whispered. So I hid. Instead of concern, relief washed over his face. Relief, followed by greed. So I wasn't the weak one. You just made me feel like I was. I never. Evan, no, that's not. You're too much. He cut in. Too powerful. Too intimidating. No wonder I feel small next to you. His voice was ice. My wolf snarled. This one is a coward. I protected you, I said. Every day. I gave up my birthright, my clan, my wolf. All for you. And what did I get? He asked, laughing bitterly. A wife who downgraded herself so I wouldn't look pathetic? Something twisted inside him. Something ugly. And for the first time since I met him, I felt fear. He didn't speak to me for a week. He barely looked at me, and when he did, it wasn't love. It was calculation. Piece by piece, he chipped at me. You're too emotional. You're too intense. You're too wild. You're too much. Every day he said it. Every day it dug deeper. My wolf, newly awakened, growled louder each time. Then came the night he didn't come home. 2 hours passed. Then 4. At dawn, I heard a car. The front door opened. His scent hit me. Foreign, twisted, wrong. He reeked of wolf magic. Not mine. Not Ashenfang. Bloodpine. My blood ran cold. Bloodpine was the clan Ashenfang had always warned me about. Ruthless, power-hungry. They marked humans they approved of with ritual blood sigils, turning them into half-breeds. Not wolves. Not human. Something corrupted. Evan stepped inside, eyes red-rimmed, pupils blown wide. Oh good, he said, voice dripping with contempt. You're awake. What did you do? I whispered. He smiled, a cruel, triumphant smile. I joined a real clan. My heart cracked clean in half. Bloodpine? Evan, they exploit humans. They twist them. They awaken the part of me you never let grow, he snapped. They gave me power. They told me what you really are. My wolf lunged inside me. Danger. What did they tell you? I asked, voice low. That you're the hidden Ashenfang Alpha, the one they've been searching for. The one who was supposed to rule. His grin widened. And the one Bloodpine hates the most. My breath left my lungs. Evan leaned against the counter, crossing his arms smugly. We talked about it for hours. They said if I helped them find you, really find you, they'd elevate me. Make me something more than human. Something better. I stared at him in horror. You led them to our home. They already know, he said calmly. They're watching now. I told them you'd been weak, suppressed, easy to control. He looked me up and down like I was dirt. And they said something interesting, Mara. They said if your wolf is out, Ashenfang will come running. My chest tightened. You betrayed me, I breathed. You betrayed me first, he snapped back. You married me and pretended to be small. You made me believe I was enough for you. You lied. My vision blurred with anger I hadn't felt in years. My wolf pressed forward, teeth bared. Let me tear him apart. Evan, I said, voice trembling. I loved you. No, he said. You loved the idea of hiding. I just fit the part. I stepped back, my claws itching beneath my skin. What happens now? Evan shrugged. Now? I leave. Bloodpine needs me. They said I'm worth more than a woman who played pretend. He walked toward the door, pausing just long enough to spit out the final knife he wanted to twist. You're too much, Mara. And I never wanted a woman stronger than me. He left. The door slammed, and I stood alone in the quiet house, wolf trembling with rage. For a moment, all I could hear was my pulse, the betrayal, the humiliation, the heartbreak. And underneath it, A pull, a tug deep in my ribs. Ashen Fang. They felt me again. They were coming. I grabbed my coat, stepped outside, and inhaled the morning air. Across the street, a porch light flicked on. Miss Hale, the elderly neighbor who always watered her plants at odd hours, stood in her doorway watching me. She studied me for a very long time. Then she said quietly, "Your mate's scent changed." He walked away dripping with blood pine magic. "Are you safe?" I blinked. "You smell that?" She smiled faintly. "Mara," she said gently, "I'm Clearwater born. Old clan. Older than you think. I don't shift anymore, but I know a wolf in pain when I see one." My throat tightened. I didn't want any of this. "I know," she said, "but your wolf is awake, and your clan will come." "I'm not ready," I whispered. "No one ever is. But you are not alone." For the first time since Evan left, I felt something steady, something grounding, something real. "Miss Hale," I asked, voice barely a breath, "what do I do?" She stepped closer, eyes warm, unwavering. "You start by asking yourself one question, dear." Her voice softened. "Why did he fear your strength so much?" My answer felt like fire in my blood. "Because it makes me dangerous." "No," she said, touching my arm. "Because it makes you free." Thunder rolled in the distance. A howl echoed from the tree line, low, ancient, familiar. Ashenfang had arrived. Miss Hale nodded toward the sound. "Go," she said. "They're calling for their alpha." "My husband said I was too much," I whispered. Her eyes sparkled. "Then show them what too much really looks like." My wolf surged to the surface, teeth sharp, fire blooming in my chest like a second heartbeat. I stepped off the porch. The wind shifted. The forest waited. And for the first time in years, I didn't run from who I was. I ran toward it. Toward my clan. Toward my throne. Toward the strength he wanted to crush. My wolf howled, and the world howled back. He awakened my wolf, then told me I was too much. But he forgot one thing. You can't change a woman and then expect her to stay small.